Hi everybody, this is how to do your sawing and affixing challenge. Here's your expectations. You need to have two 90-degree angles. You need to be able to cut two 45-degree angles. Cut a piece of wood that has 290-degree angles that's 5.5 inches long. Cut a piece of wood that has two 45-degree angles that's 8 inches long. The team screw a piece of wood with a 45-degree angle to the side of another piece of wood with the angle facing into the wood. And their team screw a piece of wood with a 90-degree angle to the top of one of the pieces of wood. I'll show you how to do all those things right now. We have some new things. Sawhorses, so each team has sawhorses with a number on it. You also have clamps and some scrap wood. There's plenty of it. We can get some more if we need it. So the tools we're going to need, just go ahead and pull them out. Alright, go to the tool room. I'm going to make sure I use the tools that are mine. So this is, if I'm team 3, I'll pull out the tools for team 3. And get the battery for team 3. Alright, and go over here to team 3 and grab my small drill bit. It's 1/8 of an inch here, little guy, and then I'm gonna get my driver holder. Looks like this, driver holder. And also the T25 star bit that looks like that, right there. All right. You're also gonna need some screws. Screws live over here. Okay. Get a few of those guys. You don't need a ton right now. And whenever you do use them, please take them back out. You also need some drill bits from these larger yellow boxes. All right, go ahead and grab one of these bigger drill bits here. Should do you pretty much fine. All right. Okay. Those are those things. I'm gonna load up my 1/8 inch drill bit. I'm going to put my star bit in here. Remember, this thing goes in here. You can pull up on this collet to let it go back down in. Those tools. I'm going to go back to my station. I'm going to need that. It's called tape measure. I'm also going to need my square there and my saw. Okay, the way to use these tools, first off, I'm going to grab some wood, stick the wood on these sawhorses like so. You can scoot the sawhorses close to each other. If you need to do that, go for it. Take your clamps, and you can clamp those down. Slide it up, okay. Once you slide it up, you use this little trigger here to be able to slide it really easily. Slide it right up there. Okay, and then you pull the handle. Pull this handle to tighten it, just a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put my clamps on both sides. Over here, make sure that my wood doesn't go anywhere. All right, one of my expectations was I'm to cut some 90 degrees, but those 90 degrees, one of them has to be 5.5 inches long. So I'm gonna take a tape measure, which would help me, and my pencil. I'm going to cut a 90-degree angle that's 5 inches long, 5.5 inches long. So that is 4 inches, 5 inches, and that would be 5.5 right in the middle of it. Just put a little tick mark there. Grab your square. And remember, the square doesn't go like that, like this. It goes flat up against the edge. Okay? It helps me keep a straight line. And I'm going to mark right where my line is, or my tick mark was, and it makes a beautiful square line. When I'm sawing, I'm going to kind of point my finger as if I'm aiming at what I'm looking at. The rest of my body stays here. I crouch down, kind of athletic. I open up my legs a little bit. All right, and you can start a saw cut. If you pull it in at an angle, just pull it backwards, right on that line. Okay, pull it backwards a few times. It'll help you start getting that saw blade cutting into there. All right. And when I'm sawing, it's always important to make sure that I'm sawing right with that line. Okay? I don't want to be crooked, off to the side, right with that line. All right. Okay. Now once you start to get things going a little bit, make sure everything's clamped down. Mine was moving a little bit because I didn't have it clamped down very hard. You can have your friends help. Remember, today you guys can just practice, but this is the basic idea. And start bringing it down at a more flat angle. Blow away the sawdust, make sure you're sawing flat and straight. It's looking good still. This is not a downward motion. I'm not pushing down very hard. It's just gliding right over the top. And let it slide over the top. It's okay. Totally fine. You don't have to push down hard. Always check to make sure that this cut right here, right there, isn't starting to go one way or the other. Make sure you're always sawing straight up and down, not pushing it one way or the other. Okay. There we go. 1 90-degree angle, 5.5 inches long. All right, you can see that 5.5 inches long? Beautiful. 90-degree angle. Next, I'm supposed to cut something that's got two 45-degree angles on it that's 8 inches long. I can look at the same piece of wood if I'd like to. See how that looks. Okay. I want this to be 8 inches long and 45 degrees on each side. Now, to use this 45-degree angle, this was 90 here, this is 45. So we flip this over, I could cut an edge there. It's 90. If I want to measure 8 inches away from that, okay, that would be here. Flip my square over. I can scoot it back to where that runs into that exactly. See that little tick mark right there that I made? Oops. All right. Oh, my pencil broke. That's what happened there. Oopsies. So you'll notice from here to here, it is 8 inches long. And take your clamps, clamp everything down again. Nice and well clamped. And it's the same idea. Get yourself in the right position, hunker down a little bit, and you're going to want to aim that angle right on that line. Okay? Always blow your sawdust away. Make sure you can see what you're doing. It's really hard to do to keep the camera on the right spot. Anyway, that's a 45 degree angle there. Let me do the same thing here. All right. Bring it down a little bit slowly, just a few times down. You can start sloping it in a little bit. Always blow off your sawdust so you can see your line. Aim your finger. Check to make sure this is going down straight. Okay. Got my 2 pieces of wood now. Next thing we'll be doing is sticking them together. I'll show you that in the next video.